What's up, bro, gang? So it's been about 2 weeks, 3 weeks since my little one's been home. I'm gonna make a video about the first week as a dad. It's been pretty intense to say the least. Starting out with how we got to the hospital and everything like that. The night before we went, the night before we went, I knew we were gonna be going soon because my partner, she was like, she was like, oh, doing like this gyrating dance. I was in the kitchen and I walked in from cooking dinner and she's like posted up on the wall like this. Oh, and I was like, what are you doing? she's like, I'm having contractions. I was like, ooh, okay, all right. Well, I said, how about we go ahead and pack these bags right now so we can be ready to go. And I said, hey, and if you could probably wait till Sunday, that'd be great. Expansion comes out tomorrow. She's like, oh yeah, I'll get right on that. I always mess with her in little ways like that. Sure enough, come Saturday morning around 6 a.m., first all throughout the morning, she's waking up, getting out the sheets, going to the bathroom, turning the light. I'm like, oh, light's bright. You know, she's in there for like 20 minutes, comes back in, lays down. I'm like, all right, she's good. 30 minutes later, out the sheets, comes back, goes in the bathroom, bright light in my face again. It's like 4 in the morning at this point. Third time she does it, it's probably more times than that, but third time she does it, out the bed, in the lights are on bright, lights turn off, comes in, hey, my water just broke. I'm like, oh, shit. So we get our stuff together, we get to the hospital. Long story short, you know, that part, we get there, everything, check-in's pretty smooth, and we're in there, right? So fast forward to 10:46 that night when Olivia was born. I got to see the whole birthing process. My men out there, never shy away from the birthing process. Be a part of that. I've heard stories that men are not a part of that process, and that's kind of crazy to me that they're not. You should definitely be a part of your girlfriend's, wife's, partner, whatever you want to call her. I don't care. You should be a part of the woman that's giving birth to your child, part of it. So I held her leg. The doctor had me hold her leg, and I watched the whole thing happen. Not gross to me. I'm a firefighter, so I see all kind of gross stuff all the time. To me, it wasn't really gross. It was a pretty cool thing to see. And then boom, she popped out. Right? I was like, oh, it's pretty intense when it's yours, right? So the first night wasn't bad. Pretty solid time together. It was pretty good. Not much crying, all that stuff. The second day at the hospital, we stayed up there like 2 or 3 days. The second day was intense. I guess there's something called cluster feeding that they do when they kind of feed intermittently, like every 20-30 minutes. She was feeding and feeding. She's crying, and the worst part too was like sleeping on that hospital like couch potato thing that they make for you, which is pretty ridiculous. But I came when I'm expecting the Marriott. So that day she was crying all over the place that day, and she just wanted to be on the tit, and that's all she would do. The third day is when we finally went home. No, we were there Saturday. So the third day, Monday, is when we went home, and everything was fine. The car ride home, she was very cranky, screaming her head off. My baby, I don't know if my baby's like this, but she has a piercing scream. If you guys play Destiny, she sounds like Omnigul. I mean, it's an insane scream. It's pretty intense. So she has a good set of lungs, so a warrior's yell, if you will. And so we get her home. Car ride, she's crying, but don't mind it. It's not that bad. Ariel's back there in the back with her, chilling, kind of taking care of her. And so we get to the house, and we had one mistake that we did, and I'll make a video about this before or later, is like, don't have too much of your family come over at like that day. We had like her mom, my dad, my grandma, and then my mom come over just because they were so excited, and it was a little overwhelming for everybody. It was overwhelming for the baby, it was overwhelming for Ariel. It was overwhelming for me because they were overwhelmed. So I'm like, all right, I gotta kick everybody out of here. Everybody get out. I don't care where y'all go, but y'all gotta go home or go somewhere else. So we had everybody leave. We actually had her mom stay so she can kind of console Elle a bit, and I'll take care of the baby. And it was good. The first week was pretty solid. Cannot complain. Healthy baby. So it's a very exciting week. The sleep part is people always tell you, oh man, you're not gonna sleep, bro. Like, oh, say bye to sleep, say bye to this, say bye to that. That's all most people have told me of what I won't have time for, what I won't be able to do. No one that I can think of off the top of my head has like given me like tools to be like, hey man, here's how you still be able to enjoy the things in your life that you like to do. And the first week was the balance of just taking care of her and then seeing what we could and could not do moving forward here. So everything else has been pretty solid. I'm gonna make more videos on how to deal with like baby rage, because that is real. I found that out in the first probably 5th day. I was like, dude, babies can make you really angry. Like if they're just screaming and you can't like fix it, that's what gets you the most. Is like they're just yelling their head off and you're like, oh, how do I what do I do? How do I work on this, you know? So we're gonna make a couple videos like that. I might make a video on some things that kind of helped, like some tools around the house that kind of helped us you know, get our stuff together. So these videos are very like freeform videos. They're not like super structured. I like to keep it loose like this because I want it to be natural and organic for you guys to receive it. So if you'd like to see more videos like this, let me know. I also am no longer streaming video games right now. I've come to more enjoy that as a getaway for me to like not have to perform. But I do want to do streams where maybe we do just chatting streams where we talk about parenting, stuff like that. If you guys would like to see that, possibly come into stream, ask me questions about what I go through, or you know how I deal with certain things, or I would like to have that forum. So those streams will be on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So I stream to all 3 platforms at the same time. So whatever your platform of choice is, it'll be there for you. That's it for today's video, guys. I just want to talk about the first week with the kid. It's been a pretty exciting week, and I look forward to future videos with you guys.